jumbo. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to get case fans working. There's a reason why I need to, obviously they're working. To control them on Linux because I have an AMD Instinct Mi60 GPU, and it doesn't come with any cooling. So what I did was I got a shroud and a 40mm fan that connects to the GPU. Now the problem with this is that in BIOS you have two options. You can have a fan profile, or you can set it to obviously manual mode. But the problem with this is that I want it to ramp up based on the GPU, not based on the CPU, not based on PCIe or MOS and all the other stuff. I want it based on the GPU. So there's no way to do that in the BIOS. So what I need to do is on my system, I'm using Fedora Linux 42. So what I need to do is I can get the temperatures of the GPU, and I'll show you that later, and also the temperatures of the RPMs of the fan, or the speed of the fan. So what I need to do is, when the temperature of the GPU goes up, I want to ramp up the case fan. I know what case fan it is, and it's pretty easy because it's the one that's set to just over 25,000 RPMs. So that makes it easy to know what fan. It's also fan number 4 in case based on the motherboard. So the problem is by default I have my motherboard is. I'll show you what the motherboard is. Where is my settings? So my motherboard, I'm going to show you my settings in a second. I go to system. So let's put it here. Here, now I'll put it here. So as you can see in the system, I have what do I have? I have the go to about, and you can see I have the MSI. I have an MSI. I guess the actual model number is MS-7C56 motherboard. Or in other cases, it's the M550A Pro series motherboard. So the problem is if you're on Windows, it comes with software you can install, and you can crawl the fan, do the profiles, and all that, which is fine. But on Linux, obviously MSI doesn't release any software for it, so I need to rely on just sensors. And I'm okay with that. But the problem I had was the driver. At least in Fedora 42, there's no driver for the sensor. The sensor is an NCT 6687, so it's not there. So what I had to do, I had to compile it from scratch. So as you can see, if I click on system details, you can see it's the same thing here. So as you can, it's proof that I have the Fedora 42, 64-bit Wayland, etc. And you see, this is my kernel version 6.16.8. Okay, and so I have two GPUs. One GPU is the integrated graphics. It's a Ryzen 5 5600 GT. The G obviously stands for graphics, integrated graphics. And I also have another one. As you can see, it says graphics. So I have another one, which is the AMD Instinct Mi60, and that was a 32 gig HBM2 memory. So this integrated one, it reserves 4 gigs of my system RAM. So you see this memory here, it says 32 gigs. I don't actually get to use the entire 32 gigs because this guy reserves 4 gigs of that for itself, which is fine. But then of the remaining 28 gigs, there are things going on. Like, for example, right now I'm doing a live stream. I'm using OBS. I have some browsers open, and we're going to run a whole bunch of stuff later, especially ComfyUI. So the RAM, the actual usable RAM is probably going to be more like 23 to 24 gigabytes, which is fine, plenty enough. Okay, so that's the problem I was having when I was using SD.next was SD.next was always putting the models in the system RAM. So I think what it read was, oh, 32 gigs, so it wants to put it into the 30 gigs, so it would always crash. Now with the ComfyUI, by the way, ComfyUI uses so much less disk space, as we found out yesterday. I actually, if you see here, I actually did remove sd.next because I even copied the models, safe sensors, and all that over to ComfyUI. I'm very happy with ComfyUI. Yeah, it's very low resources, and very happy with it. So the problem I was having is I needed to map, as I said, when the temperature of the GPU goes up. If you guys saw yesterday, it was going up very quickly. Then when it hit 98, I thought I was going to stop everything. It just hit 100. The alarm came on, and I had to stop the live stream. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you 2 workarounds for this. Now, of course, the easiest workaround is just to ramp up the RPMs in your BIOS in the manual mode. That will work, but it's going to be so loud. Like I said, with the first time before I got it under control, when you just plug everything in, it was running at max, which was 15,000 RPMs. That's like a jet engine going off. That's because right next to me. It's so loud. I can't concentrate. It's too loud. I'm in a rural area. I am far enough from my neighbors that, one of the things I like about being here, it's quiet. So the last thing I want is to be even louder than when I was in, right in downtown Toronto. So anyway, so just bear that. So might say, why do I have 2 GPUs? So the AMD Instinct Mi60, it was a server, an accelerator card that was obviously used for cryptocurrency mining. So it doesn't have any display ports or anything like that. So that's why I have the integrated one, which I plug in my 4K monitor here, and this one where you guys are seeing the live screencast, that is a 1080p monitor. So those are both plugged into the integrated graphics. Okay, so now what I'm gonna show you what led me to solving this issue. So before we do that, I'm gonna go in the command line and show you that everything is working. So for example, if I type sensors, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here so you can see what's going on. So you see, it found. Let me zoom up here. So when I type sensors, this is obviously Intel. The Wi-Fi, I have a Wi-Fi card which I took from the old workstation. The old workstation didn't have Wi-Fi. It had Bluetooth, didn't have Wi-Fi. So I bought a card because I'm using satellite internet. And oh, by the way, I do have a referral if you guys want to get SpaceX Starlink residential service. I do have a referral link. You can use that. I'll get 1 month free, and you guys get a discount as well, depending on your geographical location. Anyway, so because usually these days all the routers and stuff are wireless, and I didn't feel like drilling holes in the house just to plug in the Ethernet cable. So I decided to just get the card. It would be cheaper and less hassle for me. So I got the card, plugged it into the old workstation, and obviously this motherboard also doesn't have a Wi-Fi. So that's why. So this is a separate card. Its temperature, that's not a problem. And you can see here, we also have another. We have this one. You see, it says AMD GPU PC 3000. So clearly, this is most. So this one, I'm not sure which this one is. I think this is actually. We will confirm this. So if this is the dedicated one or the integrated one, I think this might be the. I think that's the integrated one. Okay, and see, this is the one here. It says NCT 6686. So that's the sensor. It's not just on MSI motherboards and ASUS and other motherboards. So you see, I'm able to the stuff that I'm most interested in is right here, the fans. You see, I'm able to get the fans, and you can see, as I said, fan 4. So just keep that in mind. Fan 4 is the one. How do I know it's fan 4? Because you see its RPM is 2660. As I said, it's just above 2500. So this is the one we're going to target. You see even the fan one, that's the one for the CPU, but that one is I think when it's on high load, that one might maybe just scrape up to 2000 or so. I've seen this one go up to as high as 1800 RPM, but this one just on idle it's about 27,000 RPM. So what I found out is that when you're sending these fan profiles, it goes by percentages, so it doesn't allow decimals, at least yet. So so I have to say to 1%, which is about 2700, which is fine. It's quite enough. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And these are the other fans. All the other fans, I set them to auto. In the BIOS, it's called the actual name here, Smart Fan Mode. So all of those are, this one on 4, I took it off Smart Fan Mode. The reason for that is because I'm going to control it. I'm going to control it using a script or a piece of software. Okay, so then we have other things here which I don't care about. I didn't even realize those thermistors. And this one, intrusion alarm, I don't care about that. And the beep, it's I think this is actually enabled, or I think it triggers when the temperature is going. Now, you guys heard that noise. It was always super, super annoying. So as I said before, this is the sensor NCT6687. And then you see it always says, oh, I read the name. What did they call it up here? Oops, I made a mistake. Sorry about that. Oh, because okay, yeah, so that's one of the problems that confused me earlier, and I'll explain to what happened. So you see, we know it's fan 4. And then when we go down here, there's something else. It's actually called, it's now called System Fan 2. What? So that's what confused me. Clearly, this is the same thing. So I don't know, it has different names for it depending. Oh, this is ISA adapter. What is this other one called? Yeah, it's ISA. I don't know why the names are like this. I guess it's fan 4 is also system fan number 2. It's super weird. I don't know why it does that. And then the fan this one you get can't get value of sub feature fan 9. I think this were I think what MSI did was that they took the high-end motherboards. Obviously, they give them way more fans and more features. And then to make a more budget-friendly motherboard, they just disable those features, or maybe not. Just disable those features. But they use the same driver, so that's perfectly fine. So obviously, I said I know I have. I know that I have. It claims so. I know I have 8 fans. So basically, there's 6 case fans, and then there's a fan for the. What do you call it? There's a fan for the CPU, and I don't know what the other fan is for. Is that for USB or something else? I don't know what that is for. Oh yes, I think I know what that's for. Sorry, I know what that's for. I think it's for the what do you call it? What do you call it? Cooling water cooler. It's for the water cooler, so that's why it adds up like that. So that makes it 8. So I'm using all of them in case. So here's one fan is for the CPU, the 6 case fan, so that's 7. And remember, I also have the fan shroud, so I had to plug that fan shroud somewhere. So so that's why I said I repurposed the water cooler fan for that as well. And it claims here there's actually 10 fans, and that's not true. I said I only have space for 8 of them, or at least on this motherboard. Okay, so this one's can't get temperatures. Yeah, we know that. So and these other features, which is perfectly fine. I don't need them. So so this, yeah. So I was right. That GPU, the first one, that was the integrated graphics. And you know how I knew that is because I know that this GPU, first of all, doesn't have a fan. You see, it's 0 RPM, doesn't have a fan, and the temperature is around 40. If you guys remember from yesterday's and previous tutorials, it's around 40 something, like 45 or so. So this is where we are. Now, some of you might say, hey, that temperature is way too high. Why don't you cool it even further? I'm okay with this, and here's why. Remember, I have 6 case fans. I have the shroud, and now now that I'm able to control the fans and the get the temperature of the GPU, as you saw yesterday. So I'll be able to ramp up. For example, when I'm doing AI video generation, I'll be able to ramp it up automatically. So there we go. Ignore this. I said it doesn't come with a fan, so this part is doesn't make sense. But if I had like a consumer GPU, then usually they come with 1 or 2 fans, and then they would show up here. So that's the sensors. So what you guys have all been waiting for. How did I get this to work? Very simply, just type ls mode space pipe grep nct. Oh, this came back again. I thought I deleted this. So the reason it wasn't working is because of this driver. You see this one, 6683. So I enabled this driver 6683, and that allowed me to this one allowed me to actually see the sensors. But I found out later that this one is actually not needed. So this one, 6683, is actually not needed. You can actually just get rid of it. What I'm saying is that if you don't know what sensor you have, you do need to you do need to install it just to see it, but you can remove it later. So I'll find a way to. I just rebooted. I'm wondering why this came back again. That's a little bit annoying. Yeah. So this is not needed. 6683. What you want is 6687. Now 6683 is a little bit less than 6687, so there's some slight differences. But yeah, this one is not needed at all. This one actually I think was conflicting with this one. So what you should do is install this one to just make sure that it should say 6687. When you say 6687, then remove this one. And unfortunately, I'm a Fedora Linux. I had to compile this one from GitHub, and I'll show you how I did that as well. So I'll run some commands here, and you guys will see them. So, and I'll paste this one in here. So you see they're cooling thermal zones and all that, so that's good news. And then we also, as I said, this is useless for me because the GPU doesn't come with it doesn't come with any cooling or anything so that's completely useless. So what you do is you want to find some hardware monitors. So you just type ls space /sys/class/hdmon, and you see there's 5 of them. So so this driver here, 6683, it always marks up things a little bit, but I said I came up with a workaround for that. So I really like to get rid of it, and I'll get rid of it, and you'll see the difference it makes. So if you want to get the names, you can just cut them out, and I'll show you how to do that. You just cut them out, and then you see it tells us, it puts the NCT6687 at the top, and then we have the AMD GPUs, and this is K1010, and then this is the Wi-Fi one. So one of the problems with this driver, when you have both of these drivers, every time you reboot, they're going to change the position. So you should not hard code. You shouldn't hard code them based on this. But for now, just for the purposes of this tutorial, I'll remove it. Don't worry, and I'll show you what difference it makes. So for example, you see this NCT6687. That's the one we're interested in. Obviously, it's in hardware monitor 0, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to I'm just going to list everything that's inside hardware monitor 0, because we know that's where NCT 6687 is. So I'll go here, paste. So if we look here, so here's the problem. Yeah, this is exactly what I do not want. You see, the problem here is, you can see the fans. Obviously we're interested in fan 4 and all of this. So the problem is, because of that annoying that module, you see the one we want is PMW4 underscore enable, but it's not going to be here because of this driver, this driver here, 6683. So we need to get rid of this 6683. I thought I got rid of it. I don't know why it's being a pain in the butt. So I'm going to get rid of it again. So just type sudo what is it, sudo mod probe space -r, and it's NCT 6683. Okay, so that's my password. Okay, so I've removed it, and to prove that it's removed, I'll just list all the mods again and grep NCT. So it's gone. Now with it gone, I'm going to run I'm going to run that command I did for the classes, and you're going to see they're going to be different. So you see now that 0 is gone. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But wait, there is more. You remember? So what we're going to do is, I'm going to show you the names, and they're going to be very different. And the positions are going to be different. So you see, now NCT 6687 is actually at the end. It's not at the beginning, it's at the end. So now it's at the end. But much better than it being at the end is that we now will be able to, if I list what's in number, what number was that? Number 5. You see, now we have PWM4 enable. So with this enable, this means that I can ramp up the, if I enable it, I can ramp up the speed of fan number 4. This one, fan number 4, I can ramp it up. The one you want is the input. I can ramp it up, and I can also create my own profiles, way more than I could create in BIOS. So that's the trick I did find out. So this module 6683, it's good because it's good in a way to tell you that you're on the right track. And what you want is 6687. However, it interferes with 6687 when you actually finally compile it, and you see, if you remember when it was in 0, the enable was missing. But now with this enable, you can simply enable it and be able to ramp up the speed, and then your CPU, the fan, you can control it using a script, which I'll show you the script later, or you can use a program. As you can see down here, I download this program called Cooler Control. This one, Cooler Control D, I guess it's called, and this one is a graphical user. It's actually this is an app image. It's a daemon, and it just runs in the web browser. So then I can control it that way. All I said, I wrote just a script, so the script will just run all the time. So what I do need to do is I might have to put this 6683, this guy here, I might have to blacklist it. I don't know why it's keep on coming up. That might be, maybe it's in the, I don't know, it keeps on coming up. That's really annoying. I don't know why it keeps on coming up. I don't want it to come up. Okay, So I'm also going to show you how I know, besides the temperature, how I know that the dedicated graphic is the one that is the one with the higher temperature. Well, I already know that, but I'll prove this to you as well. So let me clear the screen here. There's too much stuff going on. So I'll paste this here. It's just list PCI. I'm grabbing them. I'm looking for anything that says VGA, display, 3D, or accelerator. And as you can see here, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit more so we can read this. So you see the first one, it's 12:00.0. So that one, it says display controller, advanced micro devices. That stands for AMD, Inc. AMD/ATI. It says Vega 20, Radeon Pro. I think that's 8, 5, 6, so 7. Radeon Instinct Mi60 32 gig. So clearly, it's the dedicated one. And then after that, it says 30.0. It says VGA compatible controller, AMD, blah blah blah. Cezanne, Radeon Vega series, Radeon Vega mobile series. So clearly that's the integrated one. This, lucky enough, this one says Mi50 as well, so we know that's the dedicated one. So all I need to do, this address is not going to change. So all I need to do is, when I write my bash script, I'll make sure. So basically, the first one that pops in, or GP 0, that one will be the dedicated one. And then if despite it saying the name right here, now you might be wondering, wait, you have an Mi60? Well, the Mi60 is really just an Mi50 with more RAM, first of all, VRAM, and also I think it has like a higher clock speed. But they're essentially the same thing. So their drivers will work. There's no Mi60 driver; it's an Mi50 driver. So meaning that if you can get a good price on the Mi50, go grab one. All right. Now I'm also going to prove that GP0 is the dedicated one. So what we do, I'll run the rocom command, rocom-smi space 2 hyphens show product name space 2 colon show bus. So the bus should match up here as well. So let's take a look at that. You see the bus also show up. Remember the 12, that's the dedicated one. That's Instinct Mi60. And then the other one is the integrated one. Now, some of the information I was reading online, they were saying that, oh, this Wacom only works on dedicated graphics. Clearly it doesn't. It's also working on my integrated graphics. And in fact, when I was generating AI images before, I found, because the temperature of the dedicated one wasn't going up, I realized that it was actually using the integrated graphics. So even just with 4 gigs reserved, it can do some things. It's way better than my old RTX NVIDIA RTX 950. That one only had 2 gigs of VRAM, so it couldn't really do anything in Blender or anything. This one is actually, the integrated one is actually vastly superior because of, it has up to 4 gigs of VRAM or regular RAM. So as here we can see again, you see the card is Mi60, Radeon Instinct Mi50 32 gigs. As I said, Mi60 and Mi50, the driver is the same. And you can see the SKU, the subsystem ID, the node, the GUID, the GFX version. So this is very important here. As I said before, GFX, you will see it as GFX 906, or I guess the longer version will be 9006. So that's how I know that I can confirm that this guy here, the first GPU that is detected, is always going to be the dedicated one. And then the second one will be the integrated one. And that this actually confirms it, you see? Here, this literally does confirm that that one has the GFX of 9012. Now sometimes I think I saw a C here. I think that's in hex code, but yeah, so that's it. Now I've confirmed that the first GPU is always going to be the Instinct. Now, if you're still not convinced, we can also find out what it is by using read link. So if you remember, if we go back, oops, I got rid of that, I should have. If we go back to our, I'll just cut them out again. So here, I know, based on this information, that this first one here, the AMD GPU, this one here, this name here, so HWMon1, that is going to be the dedicated one. And how do I know that? I know that's the dedicated one because, you know how I know it? Remember the temperature? You guys were paying attention to the temperature? Remember it's around 40 something degrees? So that's how I know. So let's prove it. First of all, I'm going to prove it to you in two ways. First, let's do the temperature. So we're going to get this HMON1 and HMON2 just to prove that we have the correct one. Because before you write any scripts or anything like that, you have to make sure that you have the right one. So there we go. So you see the temperature, temperature1 underscore input, temperature1 underscore input for HWMon1 and HWMon2. So there we go. You see 47 degrees. That makes perfect sense. And the integrated one is 34 degrees. Now, when I was doing research, they're saying, well, 47 degrees is too high. No, it's not. It's perfectly fine. And I said there's a lot of fans in the case as well, so it's perfectly fine. And that's where the sensor is. So it's perfectly fine. All right. And I said because I have this, I'll be able to fine tune it more. So great. So with my findings from today, because I was thinking that I might have to go get a sensor or a fan control and manually tweak it. I don't have to do that. So this can be done automatically. All right. So next, what else can I show you? So, just to prove that these two do match up as well, I'm also going to use readlink to get the bus IDs of it as well. So you can see here 12 and 30. So clearly HMON1 is our dedicated graphics and HMON2 is the integrated graphics. Now I have no use of for the script, and going forward I don't care about the integrated graphics. I mean, it's important. I mean, I'm able to create a video because of visuals because of it. What I'm saying is that for AI generation, it's not important because it's coded by the CPU fan and it's perfectly fine. All right. Now, with that said, it's very easy now to control I can now control. So all we care about now is this guy right here, HMON1. So let's see everything inside HMON1. So let's list everything up in there. So in HMON1, that's the dedicated graphics. So you see we have, they also have a fan, but there's no fan. So it has an enable here as well, but it's useless because there's no fan. So I'm just going to ignore that. And in case you're wondering, I did check the GPU. It doesn't come with any other sockets or anything to plug in. So like a fan could be directly in a sensor. It doesn't have any of that. It's just a GPU. And it does come with, I think, a DisplayPort, a mini DisplayPort. But I think that was something that maybe AMD left over in a rush to get the product out the door because it literally doesn't do anything. Okay, so fan, all this stuff, we'll just ignore that. However, the one we're most interested in is temperature. So we are able to actually read the temperature, as you guys saw. Where was that here? Here, temp1. So this temp1 will tell us what the temperature is. Unfortunately, I'm also going to read this temperature emergency, which is really, really, I don't want to do that. So because it's set to 100, which is really disappointing. I thought it would be higher, but I guess it's set to 100. So if we do that and say emergency, spell emergency right. So you see the emergency temperature is set to 100 degrees Celsius. That is really, really great. So as you guys saw yesterday and the days before, every time when I was running ComfyUI AI generation, when the temperature was 98 degrees or basically 100 degrees, everything would shut down. That's an emergency. So so what should happen really in real life is that when it gets to 100, it should throttle, but it doesn't. It just shuts everything down. I guess because it rises so quickly. So yeah. I'm wondering if I can actually set that and change it, but I'll leave it at 100. 100 is hard enough, so I'll leave that as is. The thing is, obviously, I want it to be in the 50s, 60s. I'm okay with. It's just gonna be for a short while. That's a good thing with the 32 gigs of VRAM. It will ramp up quickly when needed and ramp back down, so the fan will get started. So there we go. So we can read the temperature. So I don't really need the raw com stuff. I can read it from here. Now the problem, as I said, as you saw, every time you reboot, the positions might change. So so just be aware of that. All right. Now before we take a look at how to actually get the temperatures and stuff going, I want to show you guys how to actually enable, whether it's this one, if this would correspond to fan 1, of course. So how to do this. So I'm going to all you do is you type echo 1 as an example. In case you guys don't know anything about programming, 1 means true, 0 means false. So 1, you got it, means true, means enable it, because it just says, you see all of them just say enable. So it's going to be yes, no, 1, 0. So by default it's 0, because usually they are preset by the manufacturer, or in case of the case fans in the BIOS. So 1, and then what we do is we want to pipe it. Oops, there we go. We pipe it. What is wrong? Why can't I? Oh, pipe wrong. Pipe it in sudo. So you didn't need to be a root user, unfortunately. So in the script, I had to become. You have to run as with sudo permissions, or at least as a root user. Now, so that means that if you create, like you see, I create a script here, .sh, the bash script. So you need to run it maybe as a cron job as root user. If you want to do that, I got you guys covered. I have also created a systemd service, so you can run it as systemd service. For my particular use case, as I said, because I won't be generating AI video every single day, it's probably only time I'll generate it is just for either tutorial like this one. I'm okay running it manually, just running sudo once in a while. Like for example, today we're gonna run it. Don't worry, we're gonna run it. All right. So with that, sudo t is a way. T allows you to take something and make it a variable and pass it on to another file. So it's pretty handy for things that do not take, for example, user input. So class / hmon, what is it? hwmon / remember we are number, what number were we? 1? No. So I'm gonna do 1, but really the one we want is 5. So well, I'm gonna use 1 as an example so you guys know what's going on here. So just type hmon hwmon 1, and then you type pwm the number, which is 1 in this case, enable. So if I do this, it will ask me for my sudo password. I click yes, and then this guy it's going to set it as it will set it to 1, which means it's enabled. So if you want to see if this one is actually enabled right now, we should just be able to cut it and cut. Oops. Sometimes I forget. So then you just press enter there. So if I cut this, we'll see if it's enabled or not. You see it's set to 1, meaning it's already enabled. It's enabled, but I'm saying it doesn't matter if it's enabled because it doesn't have a fan. So the one I want to try is number 5, this one here, number 5, to see if that one is actually enabled. And the one I want is, remember, we want to find number 4, so I'll send this to 4. And you see it's set to 1, it's enabled. The reason it's enabled, as I said before, is I set it, did I do it today? Yes, I did it today, so it's enabled, so that's fantastic. So when it's set to 1, obviously that means then you can control it. So I'm able to control it using my script here, and I'll show you the script later. All right, now, as I said, I will show you the script, but before I do that, I want to show you how I was able to get this resolved. So I have some resources here. The first one was this one, the LM-sensors / LM-sensors. This is GitHub, of course, in issue number 134. So this person or this issue says sensors show CPU fan 0 RPM for ASUS ROG Strix X470-I MB. Obviously MB stands for motherboard. So the person then pasted their sensors here, and they're saying that it shows so this is sensors U, it says the fan input is 0, which is really weird. For the CPU, that's pretty dangerous, right? So yeah, that is weird that it says 0. And the temperature there is actually pretty, is that the temperature for the CPU? Or the critical temperature is 89 degrees. Yikes. And then people asked him if he ran sensors detect, then he's using IT Super IO chip. No, this has nothing to do with NCT. However, if you scroll down more, a little bit more, and the person actually gave out of 3. I should have looked at the date. Oh, I didn't look at the date. See, this was 2018. I don't know when the person actually posted this. 2018, I think it was. Yeah, 2018, October 2018. Oh, it's on the 3rd. Wow, I didn't even realize this. This is exactly 6 years. Wow, what 2018? That is 7 years ago. Wow. This is exactly 7 years ago. I am blown away. I didn't even realize that. So this person said they had the exact same issue. What is it here? So there's a, I'm sorry for my reply, the new, so this one had a different chipset. So this one is saying, this one was NCT 6793D. Here's the output. And then they said, this one said the NCT 6793D chip should already be supported by the NCT 677 driver. So this got me this mode probe and then run sensors. So this got me thinking. So what I did is I tried to run this mode probe. It didn't work because obviously I don't have that chip. But that got me started. So I read some of this commands here, and then surprising enough, that motivated me to figure out what was going on. So that's why I have this here. So if you guys have that chip, for example, when I saw B, I think this came up because I have the B550A. Well, I don't know what my motherboard is. I'm confused. This one had Wi-Fi. So when I saw this, I was like, yeah. Oh, then I said, oh, this one has Wi-Fi. So that's not the same as mine. So as you can see, that did help me get started. So people were saying, oh, just use NCT 6775. That didn't work for me. Okay. Now, but this part here, see, this causes a conflict. So then I realized, it must be the conflict, as you guys saw, the conflict. So as I said, that's been resolved. So now, if you guys don't want to do the command line script, which gives you find more control, you can use a GUI. So I when I was doing some search today, I found this application. It's called Cooler Control. I believe this is cross-platform. It works on all the systems. So Mac, I didn't even know that. I thought it was a Linux thing, but it actually works. I hope I'm not confusing things here. You know what? Let me keep quiet for a second before I, yeah. So anyway, there's this one here, a cooling device control for Linux. It's called Cooler Control. And this is the GitLab. So what you do is we go down here and where is the doc? Oh, here, I have to scroll down more. So they have installations. So you see it's a GUI. And it controls not just obviously CPU fans, it can control the NVIDIA or AMD GPUs, and then the instructions to get started. So let's actually go there. Instructions to get started. So the motherboards, I'm going to go to motherboards here. And you see it talks about the IT887. I tried that one, that didn't work. And then here we go. NCT6687 Nuvotron MSI/ASUS consult your distribution or driver. So that is where I was able to see. You can also control, by the way, USB. I think this is IO. Is it a liquid cooler? No, air. What do you call it? Liquid coolers and fan hubs. This one here, see, NCT6687. That's the one I have. So when I click on this, it goes here, which is so this is the one I think. Yeah, I already have it open here. It's the same. No, I thought I had it open. Okay, I guess I do not have it open, but I was going to open it later. So this is the one here, Fred 78290. See, NCT6687D. The D stands for driver. I think I showed you guys this yesterday. So this is the driver here. So what I did is I cloned it. And if you guys watched my Git tutorials, you know that you shouldn't just clone the thing as well, because, for example, this one, there's, you see the branches? You'll be cloning everything here. Look how many branches there. You're going to get the main branch. There's 16 -fans, the dev, the issue number 59, the manual -voltage, and there might even be more branches. So what you should do is just get the topmost branch. Just put the depth as well when you clone it. It's not a big file, but that's up to you. And then I CD into it, and what I did was I had two options. I could have built it with AK mode, the ARC mode, okay, or I could have done DKMS install, or I could have done a manual. I can't remember which one I did. I think I might have done this one. I don't remember how I did it, but I must have done that one. And then this wasn't a problem because I already had I'm in Fedora, so I already had this installed because what did I have installed? I think I had that installed because I did some Rust stuff recently, and also if you guys remember from yesterday, I think I also had it installed like twice, one from a Copper repository, so I had all that already. And as we saw, by running the command sensors, you get this output, so that's correct. Remember the system fans and all that kind of stuff. And then you can also it's saying that you can load this sensor on boot by putting it in the /etc/modules. So I think the reason that NCT 6683 comes up is because it's in my modules. So I'm going to see if it's there, and then I'm going to remove it if it is there. And if you're on Arch Linux, this is how you set it up for systemd. And then you can get a norm extension sensor to get the sensors. I'm not interested in this. I said I'm more interested in only in fan 4 for now. So yeah, there we go. So that's how it is. And you can also, for example, some people reported the voltage was wrong. So you can read this. As I said, I'm more interested in the PMW. PMW enable. This is the one I want. You see, PMW enable. This sets the mode of the fan / temperature control. Accepted value is 1. That's the manual speed management. So I also say to remember, I in the BIOS for fan number 4, I set it to manual mode. So you set, and then whatever automatic mode was configured by the firmware, this is the delivery issue to be dropped after adding more nodes. So yeah, so basically there's only 2 accepted values. 1 to enable manual mode, or you set it to 999, and then that will set to whatever you did it in your BIOS. Okay, so as you can see here, you can so it's pretty simple. You guys just saw it. I showed you that, and that's it. That's simply it. And so if it fails, this hasn't failed. It's always errors ran for me, and as you can see, I've proved that it does work. So now with that said, let me go. Oh yeah, and here is the docs for the cooler control. I haven't looked at this yet. I apologize. I was so happy to get that working. So we can look at this all together. I might be happy enough to do another tutorial tomorrow to show you how it works. But I've seen this. There are YouTube videos. If you guys want me to make one as well, I can. So. What does the AIO stand for? This is killing me. I know this because I used to see this. I know it's a pump. Oh, is that the oil? I can't remember. All right, so where are we here? Okay, so here we go. Let's go to. I'll show you my script. Okay, so here's my script, and I'll show you how it works based on everything I've shown you today. So. Because this is going to be running as a root or sudo user, unfortunately, so I'll tell you the gist of what my script does. So remember, we have the RPM when the GPU is idle, like it's not quite idle now, but close enough. So what I want is if the fan speed drops below 2500. It's gonna notify me. So I was thinking, should it beep? And I find beeps very annoying. So because I'm gonna be like when I'm generating AI, I'm gonna be right here. So I thought the best way to do that is to send me a notification. Because I do look, because I have email and everything, so I can easily see that. And it's not like on the phone where every app wants to send you useless. Yes, they're all useless notifications. So this is actually a useful notification. So the workaround for that is there's only one user, which is me, Edward, and then the user underscore UID. So we need to get the actual user ID. So the easiest way to do that is just use ID space -u, and then the username, and that will give us the user's UID or user ID. So that's the one we're going to run. So because I'm running as a sudo or root user, that user can become any user they want. So then it will be able to notify me. Excuse me, that way. So, and then I do have. Let me see if I can show you guys this. Yeah, I'll show you this. It's a little graph or table, if you will. I'm going to show you this in a different here. I'll show you what I decided to do. So as I said, when it's on idle and below, so around 40 something degrees, it's about 27,000 RPM. So in the BIOS, that corresponds to 1%. So that's what I said. So basically 1% of whatever the RPM or whatever the what do you call it, the motherboard detected for the fan. Remember, it's a 40 millimeter fan, so it can ramp up to 1500 or whatever, no problem. It's going to be super loud. Then when it goes to 50 degrees, I'm going to ramp it up to 5%. Now you might say, wow, 1% to 5%, that's a big jump. Yes, the reason for that is, you remember, if you guys saw yesterday, it was jumping very, very, very fast. It was jumping very, very fast. So I don't want it to jump like you saw how quickly it jumped to 60. Next thing, it was like in high 80s, then boom, it's 100%. So that's why I want the fan to ramp up as well, which is fine because it will only be for a few seconds, and that's a good thing about having a lot of VRAM. Then at 60%, it will go 8% because most likely I'll be sitting in front of a computer, so it's going to be so basically, if you're wondering what this one is, this is, I think, 3,500, and this 8%, I think this is 5,000. And then I don't know what 36% is. I'm gonna guess this is probably gonna be like 10,000 or something. And then 100%, it's gonna be a 65%. So this is gonna be way past. This is probably gonna be something like, I don't know, 12,000. Sorry, 12,000 RPM. So this is my graph, if you will, or table of my profile. Now, I haven't tested this. We're going to test it right very, very soon. So that's what we're doing here. So my script here, so the fan speeds, as you can see here, 40 is 1. Roughly, I estimated 30 will be at 5. So you might be wondering, why did I do this? It's because I think it's 128 or 255. I think it's 255. Let me double check on that. So this is 65%. What is 65% of 255? Just a second. 0.65 times 255. It's 165. So if you're setting it, that's how you set it to. So that's how it is. That's the math. So that's the math. That would be the fan speeds. So the 1, 5, 8, 36, and 65. It corresponds to the percentage. I said it's out of 255. I think that's how it goes. 255. I don't know if it's 128 or 255. It's one of them. I can't remember right now. So, and then so I have this one called set fan speed. So what this does, it gets the GPU temperature. Remember, these are the GPU temperature: 42, 50, 60, 80, and 100. So by the time if it hits 100, yeah, it's gonna the computer's gonna shut down anyway. But I want to be super aggressive because to bring it down. Because what I noticed is when I reboot, the fan spins up to probably maybe 12,000 or something, and that cools the GPU down really, really, really quick, right into the 30s. So that means that it doesn't have to ramp up that much. I think by the time it reaches maybe 60 here, 60, somewhere between 60 and 80, it'll be loud, but it should be enough to keep it within a reasonable range. Unlike before, because before it was set at 1, so 2,700 RPM or 2,700 RPM, it wasn't enough to cool it. Okay, so, and then after that, what I do is we'll check the fan speed. This is the array. So this is batch scripting. If you guys want me to do batch scripting, I can, but I think I did do this. I did do this in the past. I'm pretty sure of that. So if greater than, this is for greater than temperature, it's meaning that if the GPU temperature is greater than the temperature in one of those, then it will set the fan speed to that temperature. So what that means is that, for example, if it's at 42 or below, it will stay at 1. If it's at, say, 43 or 45, then it's gonna use this one. It's gonna set the speed to 5 until it goes back down to below or to this temperature. So that means that if it's at 70, it's not going to use this 60 speed, it's going to use the 36 speed and so forth. So for example, between 80 and 100, it's going to be running at 65. Hope that makes sense. Okay, and then after that, if this fan if the fan speed is the same as the is greater than that one, then it will tell us that the fan speed has been set to whatever the GPU temperature is. And then after that, we find the this is to find the because we're looking for NCT6687 sensor. So remember I said every time you reboot, or if that annoying driver pops up again, things are going to be moved around, so we don't want that. So what we do is we just check we check everything, all the hardware monitors, and then we look for NCT6687. When we find it, then we know that, and remember, we know it's always going to be fan 4. It's fan 4. It doesn't matter whether it's, remember, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. It's always going to be fan number 4. So that's when we want. And then after that, we are good. So that's how we set the fan speed. You see, now I'm going to send. So if the fan speed drops below 2000, it's going to alert me. So it's going to alert me by using this notify send. So it's just going to say the fan FPM fan alert, fan RPM is below the threshold. So that's simple enough. And because I'm running this as I said, as a root user, notify send is only meant to be run as a regular user. So that's why I have to use sudo here to become a regular user. Remember Edward at the top of the script. And then you can specify what display. So this display 0 is the 4K monitor, and this one here, this 1080p where you see my mouse, this is display port. This is display. So it's display number 1 because I have 2. So I'll give you an example of this. So I can go down here and simply So I can simply just type notify -send, and I can say display. Is it colon? Oh yeah, equals colon. So I can say equals colon. Oh, sorry, equals colon 1. Is that how we do? Yes. And then whatever the message is. So the message is going to be cool. And I say, cool, man. Yeah, I'll just say like this. Cool story. Okay. What? Oh, I spelled it wrong. This should be an N. What? Did I miss something? Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why that's not working. Oh, I put the wrong place. Yeah. And I hate when that happens. I put the wrong place. Where are you? Come back here. Okay, I put it in the wrong place. So this should not be. This should be here. So you should put display equals 1. Oh, it still put it on. It still put it in the. It put it in the wrong place. It still put it on the main monitor. But so that's how. So that it popped up there, and I was able to see that. So that's how. So that's what works. It's just a simple notification. Now, if you have the beep, does beep actually work? I don't know if it's installed. Oh yeah, so beep is not installed. So I know, but I could have done a beep as well. But I thought that would be really, really annoying. So it could be beep, beep, beep. That's annoying. So yeah, so that's it. And where was I? Did I do this? I can't remember. Oh yeah, so we do the same thing for the GPU, because remember for the GPU, where it's going to be AMD GPU. Now this is also This is also future-proof in that because I might get another GPU, maybe it's NVIDIA GPU, so I could then have 3 GPUs, the integrated graphics, this GPU, and another GPU. So we only want to target the AMD GPU. So we look for AMD GPU for the name, and then what we do is we get the temperature for that, and we know that, oops, is something missing here? Wait a minute, something's missing here. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta check this out. Something is missing. Let's go back up. Shoot. Ah, man. I must have been fooling around with this so much I messed up. Oh, great. Convert to Celsius. Oh man, okay. So I think when I rebooted I messed up. So there's something missing here. It's supposed to check. It's supposed to check the what do you call it? The bus number. I don't see checking the bus number here. That is really annoying. Yeah, it's not checking the bus number. What happened to the bus number? Yeah, it's not checking the bus number. It's just checking the GPU, but the problem is it's that unless if you guys see it, let me know. Bus, yeah, it's not here. I think it was, yeah, it was 12. Or was it 30? I can't remember now. Which was the bus number? Oh yeah, the bus number, this one. It's the 12:00. I don't see it in my script, so this must be, this script is probably changed again. Let me search for 12:00. Yeah, it's not here. So I have to tweak this again because this is incorrect. It's supposed to be, or maybe I changed this to grab the first one, AMD GPU, then okay, this is wrong. So I will need to tweak this again. So basically what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to also check to make sure that it matches the bus ID. And I don't see that here, so yeah, I guess that, as I said, I was fooling around with this. I should have used Git to keep it better. So that's the script, and you can run it on the command line, which I did. And then of course we also have this one which I downloaded. So I use the app image, and I'll show you how to run this as well. So I think I'm in the same area. Let me see where I am. VWD. Yes, I'm in this folder. I'm in the Mount AI. So what you do is when you download this file, this is the app image. Did I show you guys how to do that? Where is the here? You click on getting started, I think. Yeah, getting started. And then where is install? And you see there's the app image. I see there's oh, looks like I was wrong. It looks like it's only Linux based. What was I looking at? Maybe it was something I did earlier today. Okay, this is Linux based. Sorry about that. I did say it was cross-platform. It's not. It's I thought because when I saw Docker it would be cross-platform. So there's a Docker image as well. So here we go. So when you download the app image, you make it executable. I'll show you how to do that in a second, and then it has to be run as sudo. Again, because of the sensors to enable the sensors. All right. So what you do then is you let's go back to the command line here. So what you do is you type change mode space plus X, and then the cooler. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is you can right click on it, go to properties, see, and then you can check this executable as a program. That's what you do. Then after that, you can simply, you have to run it as sudo, remember? So you have to type sudo and then the name of the file, You can also put SSH, SH if you want in front, but you can also put the // and the name of the file. So when you run that, it's going to ask you for your secure password, and then after that, it detected everything. It detected I'm on Fedora Linux. I've shown you guys before, and you can see I'm using Starlink. That's the I didn't bother changing the host name. Just probably change that. The kernel I'm using, and you see, the motherboard. It's the B. It's B550-A Pro, or the actual model is MS-7C56. The board version is 2.0. The BIOS is American Megatrends International. BIOS version is 5.17. The desktop I'm having is GNOME. It's Wayland. Okay, and then so this is called Cooler Control D. I think, yeah, the D stands for Damon. And you can see it's running here, and it's found all this stuff. The driver version, everything is great. And it also tells you how to access it. You see, it tells you are here, 127.0.0.1, and this port number right here. So we're going to copy this. Actually, all I need is just this one here. So I'll right click, and then you can type localhost if you want. So here, I just type 127.0.1 : and the port number is 11987. So press enter, and this is what you get. This is the first time I'm using this application. It's called Cooler Control. So it says, before we get started, one of the most important things to know about setting up your hardware drivers. So you can click on that and you can read it, and it explains all this stuff. So as I said, I'm pretty much an expert. All I care about is, as I said, fan number 4. That's all I care about for now. I mean, the other things maybe later. There's NVIDIA GPUs and whatever. So clearly, so you can read that as well. I recommend also laptops, and there's also the newer NVMe and SSD cards generally have the hardware monitor support as well. Okay, so we've read it. Then it says below, opening an issue, please confirm that all drivers have been properly loaded. So clearly, we have confirmed that all drivers have been properly loaded. All right. And as we can see here, you see it shows a graph with the CPU temperatures. I am not interested in the CPU stuff because I said I'm using the smart fan mode. I'm pretty happy with that. And you see the Radeon graphics here. You see the GPU temp. Remember I said the 40 something. This is how I know that this one is the excuse me again. That's the dedicated graphics. Okay. Next, we have the GPU load is clearly 0, and the fan, it says it's set to 0 because clearly I said there is no for this particular GPU, the dedicated one. There is no what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't come with a cooling system, so that's why I have the fan shroud, and we can tell in it's the orange color. So the orange color is the dedicated GPU. This one right here. That's the one. That's the one for the dedicated one. So I'm gonna close down a little bit. Oh, can I close it? I guess it's open by default. Can I scroll down? No. Oh, dashboard. Oh, it's not responsive. Come on, it's not responsive. It's not responsive, so I have to. It's not responsive, so I have to make it full screen. That's good enough. Okay, so can I close this now? Okay, there we go. And then you see there's another AMD GPU, and that one, as you can see, that one is 34 degrees. This one is a yellow color. And you see the GPU for that one is actually being used because we're actually, I said I'm recording and all this graph just opened up. So that one is actually being used. You can see the temperature probably won't go above that. And then there's also the Wi-Fi card, and that one is set to 40 degrees. See, that's why I was telling you guys, like, the 47 is perfectly fine. And then the NCT6687, so perfect. The CPU temperatures, the system temperatures, VM MOS, PCH, CPU socket. So I don't care about any of those. So what I care about is this one here, the fan number 4, or system fan 2, this one here, because I can tell that's the one I want. So this is the one I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this guy here, and you can see I can ramp up I can control the temperature of this one. So right now it says 0. That doesn't make any sense. It's actually set to 1. I don't know why it says 0. It's actually set to 1, because you see it is working. That doesn't make any sense. Why does it say? I guess it doesn't. That doesn't make any sense. Is it because? Okay. I know why it's set to 0. I think because when I set it to 1, because I said it's 1 divided by 255. I guess it rounds it up. It rounds it. Let me actually see what that is. 1 divided by 255. It's 0.000. Okay, so that makes sense. So the percentage is 0.0000, whatever. So because I was saying, you see, it is actually working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to. Can I actually control? I wish I could set the RPM instead. That would have been nice. So I'm gonna see. Can I graphically drag this? How do I set this then? It's set control view, apply setting. How do do you guys know how to use this? I'm confused. How do I set do I right click on it? What is this? Choose, rename, more options. Okay, what's more options? Move to top. Okay, I'm on there. How do I change this then? Automatic. Oh, it's set to automatic. I have to set it to manual. Okay, let's check that. Okay, let's set it to manual. Okay, there we go. It's set to manual, and it's set to 0 right now. So can I drag? I wish I could drag this. No. Okay, looks like I gotta put it here. So I'm gonna set it to 1%. So it's gonna be a little bit loud, which is fine, because we're gonna need. And let's pay attention to the GPU. Which GPU should we pay attention to? We'll have to pay attention to not this one. I don't care about the Radeon one. Come on, close. There we go. The one we want is why is there 2? Oh, we don't want that one as well. The one we want is this one here. This is the CPU. Okay, so you look at the temperature. See, it's 40. It's 47, 46, 47. So I'm going to ramp this up to 1%, and then I think that should be about 3,000 or less. And this temperature should gradually go down. So let's do that. I'm going to put it to 1, and then do I have to hit save? Oh, it did go up to 1%. Okay, there we go. Oh, I like this. So it's 1%. So the RPM should. I'm not hearing anything. It's still the same. I'm not hearing anything. Okay, let me go a little bit more. Maybe. Okay, let's go 3. I'm not. Wait. I don't know if that's outside or inside. Okay, let me go a little bit more. I don't know. Do I have to hit apply or save? Oh, I have to hit. I have to apply the setting. So let me go to 1%. I have to apply the setting. Okay, so I hit apply. Oh yeah, it did go up. You remember it was 26 something? but it doesn't make much of a difference because it was already at 1%. So let me actually go to, I'll go to 3%. There we go, 3%. Let me apply that one. Yes, I can hear it. Yes. Yeah, I can hear it. See, it's 3000%. So if we check the temperature of the GPU here, this should actually go down because it's not quite 1000 RPM more, but that one should go down. It's not actually being used at all. So I'm okay with that. So let me actually, let's go to, so there you go. So if you're on Linux, you now have a way to control the GPU, sorry, not GPU. You can control your fans. So I'm gonna ramp this up more. Let's go to 5% and hit apply. Yeah, you guys should hear that whine just came on. But this guy's not going down though. It's still stuck at 47. It should be going down because, let me go to 6%. So that's 1000 RPMs more than what it was. So, well, not quite 1000, but let me go to 6. What am I here? 8%. So it's 8% now. This temperature is not going down. Why is that not going down? You know what? Let me ramp it up. Let's ramp it up to say 30. It's going to be super loud. Then I can set it back down. I'm going to see. Oh, there we go. 45. Oh, no. Okay. So I'm going to ramp it up. So can I type something in here? Yeah, we go. Let's ramp it up to say 20. You guys should hear that, right? So it's running at 5000. That is surprisingly not so loud. Yeah, so it's at, maybe it's the wrong fan. No, I know that's the fan. I know that's the fan. That's definitely the fan. Oh, that's not good news. Oh man, okay. So you know what I just realized? Oh, it did go down. It was 47, right? So it did go down 3 degrees. So I'm going to minimize this for now. Oh, 43. There we go. There we go. So it is going down. So there we go. So that's the fan. It's system. It's actually fan number 4 or system fan 2 based on this driver. So 5000 RPM is okay for a 40 millimeter fan. So there we go. Now I'm gonna leave it like that, and I said when we start doing the AI video generation, we're gonna monitor this, and if I have to ramp it up even more, I will, because I said so. There we go. Now that was a long-winded way of saying that. So now here's the problem with this particular application. No, it's, oh sorry, let me, before I say something bad about it, control, what is controls? AMD graphics, a profile, fan 1, default profile. So you can see it's system fan here. It's set to manual. Okay, so I was hoping that there was something I could tell it that, hey, if the temperature of I was hoping to tell it that, hey, the temperature of this guy is you know, like, remember the graphic I showed you, do this, then ramp it up. But it looks like it doesn't do that, which is very unfortunate. So modes, what is modes? Modes doesn't do anything. Collapse menu, alerts, settings, devices, detection issues. Okay, so this one is function. Oh, function. Can I create my own functions? Name, function name, does not alter the computer. So standard is delay, moving away. So that's not what I want, unfortunately. So what I was hoping is I'll tell it that, hey, if the CPU oh, let me actually go back. What did I click on? Modes. Okay, modes, controls. Oh, sorry, fan number, what is it? Fan 2, this one. Oh, I clicked on the word manual, and it says view current settings, set a manual speed, choose an existing profile, new profile. Can I click a new profile and the graph type fixed? Okay, yeah, so it doesn't have the feature I want. So basically what I wanted it to tell it was that for example, let's say it's the kind of like in BIOS, you know, where you can tell it like base it on the CPU temperature. So I was hoping this will allow me to set it based on the GPU temperature, but it doesn't do that. So that's why the script is actually better than this. But this is not bad because this is a quick way to set the temperature. So let's actually go back to fan number 4 here. Oops, it's actually system fan 2, sorry, system fan 2, so it's 20%. So how's our temperature doing here? What? It's 39 degrees. Yeah, but I'm not going to run at 51 whatever, 5,000 RPM. The noise would drive me crazy because I said it's pretty quiet. Right now it's fine. Because I'm okay. It's going to be ramping up anyway, so this is perfectly fine. So there we go. So the problem with this is I can't run it at 5,000 RPM because it's too loud. I mean, it's not that loud, but I'm saying it is too annoying loud. So it's 38 degrees, which is perfectly fine by me. So I'm going to leave this as I said. So let's put it here. And what we're going to do is we're going to run ComfyUI just to see. And I said I'm going to. Oh, I need to also check ComfyUI. No, we can see the temperature here, so I don't need to run rawcom or anything like that. So we can check the GPU temperature here, what it is. All right. So what you do is you just cd into ComfyUI. And then I just type source space colon slash, no, sorry, dot source space dot slash or period slash, and then we see we have our Python environment here, which is just outside it. So it's rock hyphen venv slash bin slash activate. So it's been activated. Then all you have to do is just type Python. Obviously I have Python installed. Python main.py. You just press enter. So inside this ComfyUI there should be a main.py Python file. Where is it? Where's yeah, main.python. That's the file right there. So it's gonna run, and we're gonna pay attention to the temperature here. So I'm gonna ramp this guy up once we start running any okay, it also wants the, so there we go. This one is on port 8188. So I will leave that as is. I'm going to open up another one yet and then put it here, and then we go to 127 port 8 127.0.0.1 colon 8188. So there we go. Now if you remember when we ran this yesterday, the temperature went up to actually it did crash, remember, because what I did was I did increase the width and height, and it did crash. So today I'm hoping it doesn't crash. Now yesterday we also started at a temperature which was 40, 45, 46, and then after the first video I waited until the temperature went down to about 49 or something, 47, and then obviously it did crash. So today I've ramped up the fan, and I'm gonna see, so this is gonna be a good test. So in case you're wondering, I'm just using the default settings for the video. I'm using the WAN 2.2B. B stands for the parameters of the model. So the width here is 896. I forgot I could zoom in. Duh. Yeah, so it's 896 the width, the height is 512, and the length is only 1. So this is just a test to see. Oh, the temperature is still trying to go down, so that's fantastic. So I'm gonna click run here, and then we're gonna see up here what's going on. So the temperature, when it starts loading the model, just loading the model, it's gonna be ramping up. So what I'll do when it does that, I'll also ramp this guy up as well. We can also go on the command line, but I think I can trust these temperatures. So when those temperatures start going up, oh, there we go. You see the temperature just jumped to 40. So it's loading it's definitely loading the model. Okay, it's still stable. I'm gonna watch this. So once the temperature reaches something like 90, I'm just gonna stop it. I'm not gonna chance it. But I don't think it will hit 90. Oh, there you see it's 47. You see how quickly the temperature jumps? So when it hits about 60, I'm going to ramp this up more. I want to see what's the ideal temperature to have. So we're at 15%. Okay, so clearly this is not going to be enough. That's not going to be enough. I'm going to, oh, it's slowing down. Okay, maybe I can wait, be patient. Okay, that's not going to be enough. I'm going to jump this to 30 just to be on the safe side. Apply setting. You guys heard that low? It's now running at 75 already. Is that going to be enough? Oh, it's stabilized. Okay, slowing down. I'm ready to jump more. If it hits 80, I'm going to jump it up to say 40%. But okay. Oh yeah, it's not gonna be enough. I gotta go up to 40. So it's 40%. You guys should be able to hear that. It's running. This is also a good test to see how it's going to work. So this I can set my fan profile. So where are we right now? At 70%. So I think that should be good. 40%. 40% seems to have stabilized. It should. Okay, so 40%. Now I know. So next time I want to generate a video that is 900, about 900 by 512. I should use 40%. All about 7,000 RPMs. I want this guy to finish. It's making me anxious. Okay, there we go. That's it. Oh man, some heat is coming out. I just put on the side. I can feel some heat coming out. So this guy is toasty. Yeah, this guy is definitely toasty there. Oh yeah, that's definitely toasty. So there we go. So if you guys know that if you get this server GPUs, you do need a beefy cooling system. Okay, so 40% seems to be good. Yeah, 40. So 40% seems to have stabilized right there. So hopefully it will cool down. There we go. Is it done? Is the video done? No, it's still. What is it doing? don't know what it's doing. Is it thinking? What is going on here? Is it too hot? Is it throttling? I don't know what's going on here. Oh, you know what it is? I think this fan control as well, its percentages are I don't know how it's calculating its percentages. They don't really map up to the BIOS, or I don't know if it detected the fan. So actually that's about right. I don't know what is going on here. Okay, I gotta check it says 0, so has the video been generated? Is it ready? No, the video hasn't been generated. What is it doing? Did it get too hot or something? Okay, I'm gonna check the command line to see what's going on. Oh, it's doing here. It loaded 20%. Request to load when. Okay, so it's waiting for something. Okay, I was wondering what is going on. So what is it waiting for? Oh, I think it did throttle. I don't know what is it waiting for. Last time I checked up here, it was at what do you call it? It was at 85, I think, but I didn't look up there again. I was more interested in looking here at the GPU temperatures. Oh, what is this? Temperature junction. Okay, that's a temperature junction. Edge. Oops. Oh no. Oh, I wasn't paying attention here. I need to ramp this up even more. So let's go to 50%. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. It's going down. Okay, is the video done? Is this the video? It's clearly not finished. What is going on here? Oh, it says it's loaded completely. Okay, then why is it not generating the video? Request to load. Loaded complete. Okay, so load is complete. So is it going to run now? Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Why is it still so high? Do you guys know what's going on? I'm confused. Is it done? I know it's not done because I have this X to cancel the current run. I think it's a bug. I think it's just stuck. It's not doing the second pass. However, oh, there's also temperature for the memory. Okay, so they're basically the same thing. Excuse me. Okay, so what I'll do to be on the safe side, I think I'll bump this up to 50% every time I generate a video, but I don't understand what's going on. Oh, it's finished. Okay, it's finished. The X went away. So oh, there we go. Look how quickly it drops down. I'm gonna see how low it can get. I'm gonna leave it at 50% for. Let's go check out the video. Hopefully it's a much better quality this time. So you go to ComfyUI and we go to output and we go to video, and this is the video. Let's see, what do you guys think? Let's see the video. So if you notice before, the videos were perfect squares. They were 512 by 512, and this one, oh no, this one was 1024 by 1024. I think I same with this one. And then because they were overheating, so anyway, so this one should be I get this one a higher, better resolution than I think this two here, so hopefully it's a better vote. Let's see what's happening. Okay, not bad. Let's compare it. Not bad, not bad. Remember, it's only 1 second because it's 24 frames per second. So there we go. We're able to. So obviously, as I said, what happens is when I reboot the system, the fan does spin up really. The fan does spin up very quickly in just a millisecond, a few milliseconds. It's enough to cool this bad boy up. Let me see. Yeah, that's it's blowing coolish. Oh, slightly like room temperature. No, not quite room temperature, but like water. You know, blood type. What I mean is, it's around 38 degrees what's blowing out, so that's fine. Anywho, that's pretty good. So I'm gonna cool this down. I wish you could just drag, but that's fine. I actually like this, so I can paste this. What did we have before? I think we had set it to 2% here. It's 40. Okay, so there we go. I am actually pretty pleased with this, and just to show you that this actually did work. You see, I set it now. It was pretty high. I now set it to 2%, 288, and the temperature is now actually even below the idle. Idle is about 47, so it heats up by itself even doing nothing. So there we go. I'm actually happy with this. I'm actually happy with this. So will I still run my script? I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I like this. I think I like this program instead. I think I'll use this program because this one I can have better control. For example, although this is more of a manual thing, I think it's okay because I can pay attention to the temperatures. Because if my fan profile now tells me that my fan profile would not work thanks to this. See the problem? Yeah. So now I know, obviously. Or I can just leave it at 50% in the BIOS. No, I'm not going to do that. So I think the manual way is better to go than the script. But if you guys want the script, it's there. And yeah, so this I'll leave the script. I'm not going to use it. I think I'll use this cooler control. So there we go. I finally finished video generation. All right. So one more thing before I finish this live stream. I'm going to, no, I think that's good enough. Oh, I want to show you guys, excuse me, sorry about that. I want to show you guys as well what I did with, I did generate some 3D stuff as you saw right here. I used Tux the Penguin, and this is what happened. It came out like this, that is super weird. So as you can see here, you see, oh yeah, it's right here too. You can see I used the video, I used the 1, 2, oh, come on, went to the wrong place. It went to, it's 2.2b. So what I did to get that is I went to templates. I went to the video template. And you can see here there's a 14b. I should be able to load that, no problem. Any of this I should be able to load. And this is the one, not that one, not that one. This is the one, oh, 5b, sorry, I made a mistake. This is the one I downloaded. This is the one 2.25b video. This is the one I used. So so I only did it for 1 second because it does heat up. But there we go. I'm able to generate. So so what I'll do is I'll do a write up, and I will in the next AI tutorial, I'll show you how I am able to do other things as well. And in a future one, we'll also maybe hook it up into Blender and have it draw our models for us. But yeah, there we go. So I'm very happy with, so to conclude this, I'm very happy with, in case you're wondering, if you guys are on a vertical screen, this is the one I use, the 2.25b. This is the video one I got. So again, just go to video, and that's the one I used. So very very happy with ComfyUI. And yeah, so there we go. And obviously you can just simply close this, and that's the video again. Can anybody explain what this clip is? I know this looks like kanji letters. I don't know if it's Chinese or actually, let's find out what this means. Let's copy this and let's go to translate. Oh my god. Oh, translate. Okay, there we go. And let's detect the language. Oh, it's Chinese. Oh, I knew it was kanji. So it says vibrant colors, overexposure, static, blurred, blah 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 blah, still image, overlay greatness, worst quality, low quality, JPEG compression, residue, ugly, mutilated, extra fingers, poorly drawn. Oh, this is the negative. Fused fingers, still image, cluttered background, 3 legs, crowded background, walking backwards. So that's what it should not. That's what it goes on here. So it looks like it does understand Chinese as well. Okay, fantastic. And that's the negative, meaning that the negative font it won't do those things. That's what that means. All right, so there you go, guys. I'm very happy. Thanks if you guys have watched this right up to the end. I'm very happy with this. So I'm not going to bother with my script. I'll just run this manually. I think that's the best way to go for this GUI. I'm very, 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 very impressed. I had another fan control. I'll show you that one. It's this one here. Where did it open up? Come on. There's this one as well. But this one I'm not going to bother with. I'm just going to get rid of this one. In fact, I'm going to get rid of it right now. I'll show you how to get rid of it. I'll go back to software. I don't think it's even maintained anymore. So I just click here and I type fan control. Oh, I think it's a space. Fan control. There we go. You see this one is installed. I'm just going to delete it. Uninstall and delete all that. Yeah, none of that stuff is needed. So yeah, I've just deleted it in case you're wondering. I'm just deleting it and it's gone. All right. So so I'm still having that problem with that NCT, what is it? NCT 6683. So let's go and delete that one as well. So okay, I'm gonna open up another one here, and it was inside our, I think it was cd/etc modules or something like that. I forgot the name of it. Oh, it was, I think I read it in the instructions. Where was it? Oh, it was when you install, where are we here? I know it was here. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, I was right, it is modules. Why doesn't that exist? You have to be sudo? Okay, let's try sudo. What? Okay, I'm gonna become root. Okay, cd/etc modules. What the? Okay, let's find out what's going on in the etc folder. Oh. I'm looking for modules here. Oh, modules.load, mode probe. So let's go to modules.load. Okay, so cd modules.load. Okay, do we have something here? Ah, that's the problem. You see that one, NCT 6683? That's why it keeps on loading. So if we cut that one here, NCT 6683, yeah, so I just need to remove it. There's a couple ways to do that. I'll just remove that. Then it will stop loading every single time on reboot. Yeah, so I don't need that. ls mode, make sure it's no longer ls mode, what is it, grep nct, yeah. So it won't load next time I boot up. It's been annoying because it's messing up, it was messing up my script. So so I said I'll write a tutorial for this, and then we'll start generating some videos next time. Okay, now with that said, wow, it's so late. I can actually go back here, so we don't need this as well. So I love this controller, but this is a ComfyUI, so let's leave it with let's actually use the ComfyUI folder, the output here, if you can see, and where's the ComfyUI? We'll leave it at ComfyUI as well. There we go. Oh, too much. There we go. ComfyUI. All right, and it's also here. So I want to. What do I want to do? Okay, so I don't worry. The tutorial is done. So quick reminder: I do a live stream every single day at 2 p.m. Eastern. Just go to ojambo.com and you can see the topics for this and upcoming tutorials. Obviously, this is not there. This is just a fun little video we did today. And also, be sure to subscribe, like, follow, and leave comments for more frequent content. All right, I do have two resources I want to plug. The first one is that if you guys are thinking of getting SpaceX Starlink, I do have a referral link. If you use my referral link, I do get 1 month free, and you guys get a discount depending on your geographical location. It's working very fine for me. I've mentioned this several times. I've been using it for about 2.5 years, so I have the second generation. I've gone through winters, especially the past winter was very, very harsh. No problem. In fact, I actually turned off the snow melt feature, and even though most of winter the snow was right up to my knees, I'm 6 feet 2. It wasn't a problem. It never got snowed in. I saw some videos where some of their Starlinks would get all snowed in after clear snow. I never had to do that. Mine is also on the ground. Maybe that's why. It works well. As I'm in a rural area, so I wasn't comfortable using the other services or the other satellite providers, so I used SpaceX Starlink. It's been fantastic. Been rock solid. I've only had one downtime. You guys probably heard that downtime. I think that was 2 years ago, and I haven't wanted since. The only time it's been down is when there's like a power surge or a power fail. The most recent one was when I didn't have power for 17 hours, but that's because I didn't have power. When I hook up my solars or whatever, then I'll have some power. I can pull it powered on. If you only uses very little power wattage. So I also use it for my phone. Remember, I'm in a rural area, so the phone is not very the phone cellular service is not very good, so I do use Wi-Fi calling. I'm going to show you that very briefly to prove to you that I do have Wi-Fi calling here. Oops, got rid of that. So there we go. If you see the little phone icon there, you see Wi-Fi and the icon there, so that's proof. Focus. There we go. You see, yeah, I do have Wi-Fi calling. And just to show you, I also have the Starlink app, and I can show you here. You can also see the statistics. You can look at the ping rate. Isn't that amazing? I think it says 33 there. Earlier today, no, it's actually 23. That's even lower than today when I did a live stream today. You see the ping rate. You see all that stuff. Look at the power usage. That's fantastic. They're right there. And the previous two live streams I was doing, I was streaming using the Restream, the NGX RTMP plugin, streaming to YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey all at the same time, and no issues at all. So it helps me get not only a high-speed internet here in the rural area, but also I'm able to use my phone and speak. You can send, receive text messages, MMS, and everything as if you're just in a town or whatever, a place where you have a better signal. And I also have this novelette. It's called The Algorithmic Serpent. It's available on Amazon. You can get it. You see my name there, Eduardo Jambo. It's about a scientist who creates an AI, and he loses control of it, so he has to regain control. It's available in ebook and also paperback. I'm holding up the paperback right now. There we go. So that's another way you can support me. I've tried to make it as affordable as possible for wherever you are. So you can, it's called the Algorithmic Serpent. It's also available on Amazon. You simply search for Eduardo Jambo. Links are for all this are in the description. Or if you visit ojambo.com, the link is also in the description. If you go to any article, you scroll down into the bio. Most of the articles are written by myself. In the bio, for the ones I've written, you can see it says explore my books. It'll take you to the bookshop on Amazon, where you can explore all the books. And I also offer support services at ojamboservices.com, or just go to jamboservices.com/contact. And I also have courses at ojamboshop.com. And you can click the link here as well. Okay, with that said, guys, I'm going to end this live stream. I don't see anybody in the chat, so I'll end this on a great note. So I'm very happy with the way everything turned out, and now I'm able to give you guys some really good AI content going forward. Okay. All right, so I'm going to stop this, and be sure to subscribe if you can. It really helps out the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Thank you. Have a great night.